Adjectival clauses, relative clauses, we've already seen some of these, and the way to spot a relative clause is they usually start with who, which, that, whose or whom, although we have already seen that sometimes the who or the which or the that is missing. The Henry I knew, the Henry who I knew. Henry, it was Henry whom he was angriest at. It was Henry he was angriest at. Yeah, and so we do sometimes miss out the relative clause. So here's an example, walking home. Now notice that this is a participle phrase. It's a participle phrase describing the subject of the main clause, I. Walking home, I. But we've got walking home, comma, a sandwich, noun, from the snack bar in my pocket. Now notice that this would work very well with a with. Walking home with a sandwich from the snack bar in my pocket. Yeah, it would work nicely because this is actually an absolute phrase again. We've got noun, sandwich, and then we describe the noun not with a participle like trembling or echoing, not with an adjective like unfamiliar or swollen or open, yeah, not with participles or adjectives, but with prepositional phrase. This prepositional phrase from the snack bar is describing the sandwich, and in my pocket is describing the from the snack sandwich. Yeah, in my pocket is describing the sandwich as well, from the snack bar in my pocket. Yeah, a sandwich from the snack bar in my pocket. So they're both describing sandwich, and for that reason that's an absolute phrase. So we've got participle phrase, absolute phrase, comma, main clause. I had run into Bunny on his way to the Hitchcock series, comma, and now we're going to describe the Hitchcock series with a clause, which the Film Society was showing. That's describing the Hitchcock series, okay? So that's an adjectival clause, but we've done those quite a few times already today. So let's go on to preposition and relative clause, because there are lots of examples of this in literature, and you don't hear people use these in their speech so often, although I try to because I quite like them personally. But they do sound educated and they sound quite articulate, in my opinion. So I'll never forget a particular interlude of sadism. Yeah, and of course he's talking about Bunny. Yeah, Bunny gets quite sadistic in chapter 5, although you might argue that Richard is trying to give you a justification for the murder. Yeah, maybe he's trying to make Bunny look like he deserved to be killed.